Internal body, external body, bringing them together. So naturally the heart moves around in the internal body, and there's all its problems, its energies are there, as well as its virtues. Find yourself getting lost, foggy, sleepy, stuck in it. Let's come to the external body, which is being aware of your skin. Just that, not very far, it's just slight lifting of attention to the edges of your skin, shoulders, arms, down the back. As if you're very, very slowly inflating a balloon. Skin, sensitive. Aware, skin is aware of the coolness or the warmth around the body. Sensation of the seat beneath you, clothes and so forth. Just using that to maintain a sense of attentiveness. Which is not distracting. We get distracted by thoughts, sights, moods. The skin doesn't do that. But essentially, if we can cover the entire body, so you feel around your eyes, your face, and then keep spreading it, just like pulling a large sheet over your body, down the neck, torso, all the way down the back, till it covers the entire, down to the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands. That's one thing. There's a stretching of attention. So I'd rather like a sheet or a bed sheet, you iron it out so there's no creases in which dirt can rest. You iron, you stretch attention over the skin so it doesn't get folded up in itself. We don't get obsessive or distracted. And then you can also feel the vitality in your skin, tingly. As you're breathing, breathing in, the inner body expands. Energy flows out through the skin. Breathing in and breathing out. Energy subsides. Keeping the two together. So soon we'll have a break or next thing will be the meal. And some open time, space, and then we'll meet at 1 in here and sort of practice some qigong, maybe say a few things, and from 2 until 4 find your own way of practice, the monks will be doing their Patimokkha recitation, the recitation of the rules every 2 weeks. Then we come back about 4 and see if there's any questions, topics you'd like to ask me to talk about. So these is in periods in this day where it's kind of fairly, you could say, a certain intensity to it, because we're kind of holding one particular physical posture, and then you come out of that, and, sight, sounds, sense of opening, which is good, and yet maintaining balance within that. So we're opening, move around, feel flexible, all good. And just maintaining so the energy doesn't completely run out, it just opens softly. It doesn't go running out, it's steady. So we keep that cultivation of that particular aramana, that mind state, that sense of composure, and what is needed to say, if anything, perhaps nothing needed to say. Take food that you need, nothing more. A quiet place. I also like to mention reclining, the 4th bodily posture. And so it's something we all recline every day, lie down. So is mindfulness of reclining. Of course, generally when we recline, it's a kind of, enough, Just get the weight off the body and get out. Is it possible to recline, actually consciously taking the weight off the body? And you recollect, my goodness, just having a body is work, isn't it? Just holding it up, moving it around, and then just that sense of when you can just let it all relax, a sense of ease and release. And then of course the container of the mind could just completely collapse too. So mindfulness goes. But it's quite possible to mindfulness of reclining. So you kind of deliberately lie down, and you're aware just how easy it is to slip into sleep, and you probably will sleep. That's what it's for. And yet it's also helpful just to have those 5-10 minutes or so. It's kind of sensing the entire body with an attitude of loving kindness. So it's like we're putting something away, we clean it, we tidy it, we put it in the right place respectfully. It's not just dump it on the floor. But sustain the right mind state. And you can, so if you're reclining, you can also again either on your side or on your back. And this is helpful because, of course, it's not always the case that our bodies are in good condition. So we either sick, or you've got arthritis, or your knees don't work, or you've got terrible backache, physical problems. So it just gets difficult to maintain sitting, particularly if you have spinal problems. So you want to actually be able to rest the spine. Now, either the side, and so when you recline formally, make it something like the body is approximately straight line. You've seen the photographs of the reclining Buddha. Something like that. So reclining on one side and put cushion. And then keep your attention scan from the head, like you're sweeping down into the feet. Open the soles of the feet. So just lightly stretch the toes, stretch the soles, and then just feel what's happened. The soles of the feet are very sensitive. So feel the energy in your feet, soles of the feet. And then if you can feel that slightly tingly quality, see how far does it extend. Sometimes it comes up into the ankles. And it's possible to trace a line from the soles of your feet up your spine into the back of the head. You've got also a sensitive area here, here, here. So there's kind of little signposts on the way. As you're traveling up, you can feel particular signposts. There's a little bit of energy, lower abdomen, behind the heart, and up into between the temples, and up into the crown of the head. So you sort of get that line. You may not get it, but because often you're tired, but at least get the sense if you first of all sweep down the body to the soles of the feet, and then see if one end of your attention is on the soles of your feet and you stretch it to cover. There comes the knees, here's the hips, chest, shoulders to the head, and see if you can hold that just like you're putting a baby to sleep and you lie it down, you think, is it okay? Pull the blanket over. How's that? Yes, that's attitude, covering it with a mind of goodwill. Now if you have gained some bone difficulties, spinal difficulties, shoulders, sometimes the spine's got kinks in it, it's got, what do they call it, scoliosis or something. So it's got a bend in it, you need to send perhaps on your back is better. You're on your back, you can lie on your back, make sure you get your shoulders down and rest the lumbar region of your back. If you bring your legs up like a little arch, that helps to press the lower back into the ground. Yeah? So it's like that. That helps your lower back to rest into the ground. And again, because if your legs are like that, feet on the ground, there's your knees, there's your bottom, then you don't fall asleep. So, at least, until maybe you do fall asleep, then it collapses. But you can, if you're not so sleepy, but you're in physical struggling, in pain, and you take up this reclining position and just stay awake with that. You keep your eyes open, stay awake with it. You can use a mantra, stay awake with it. And it's kind of experience a sense of restfulness, what it's like when the energy is quite rested. It's just a gentle energy. And it has an effect on the mind, calming effect. So it's a little bit of reclining meditation. With your hands, you can either have your hands, if you're lying on your back, you can have your hands here. Because again, fingertips are very sensitive. So if you have some touching something, it just again helps you to stay awake. If your fingertips are touching the skin or touching the body, here or here, or perhaps that, but generally touching the body or touching the head if you're lying down. Use your fingertips. And it's good to know that because when you're doing sitting meditation, if you keep your fingertips touching each other, it does help you to notice when you're getting sleepy and just lift the hands up. And then you gradually keep coming out of that swooning state. Okay, so some things to put in your toolbox. And now we're going to leave and go down to take the food, and after that, process through the rest of the day.